Mother Nature threw a curveball at Western New York on the evening of February 18, 2026. What started as an ordinary winter day quickly turned into something extraordinary, catching everyone off guard. Instead of the usual snow and cold, the region faced something wild and out of place for mid-February. Rain began to fall on top of the lingering snow, creating a strange, almost surreal scene as fog drifted through the quiet neighborhoods. The air felt heavy and damp, hinting at trouble. People stepping outside could sense that something was different, as if the atmosphere itself was holding its breath. As night fell, thick, menacing clouds rolled in, and temperatures hovered at the freezing mark. Where weather gets complicated, the sky took on an eerie glow, and the wind began to pick up, rattling windows and sending a chill through the air. What followed wasn't just a snowstorm or rain shower, but a severe thunderstorm with a dangerous winter twist. The clash of warm and cold air created a volatile mix, and the first rumbles of thunder echoed across the landscape. Imagine a summer storm, but in the dead of winter, thunder, lightning, and a volatile mix of precipitation. Flashes of lightning lit up the snowy streets, while thunder boomed overhead, startling residents who had never seen such a combination before. This rare system brought multiple threats at once, creating confusion and concern across the region. Emergency alerts buzzed on phones, and local news stations urged caution as the storm intensified. A layer of warm, moist air over cold surface air set the stage for thundersleet or thundersnow. The result was a chaotic mix of freezing rain, sleet, and even hail, all falling in rapid succession and coating everything in a slick, dangerous glaze. In this case, it was a thunderstorm producing freezing rain and hail, a hazardous display of nature's force. Streets became treacherous, and cars were quickly encased in ice, while the relentless sound of hailstones echoed through the night. The event was a powerful meteorological lesson. Even in winter, the atmosphere can surprise us. Meteorologists scrambled to track the storm's path, while emergency crews responded to downed power lines and hazardous roads. Residents would remember this night for years to come. Stories of the storm would be shared among neighbors, and the images of lightning striking snow-covered streets would linger in memory. It was a reminder to always be prepared for the unexpected. The storm's unpredictability left everyone in awe of nature's power and reinforced the importance of staying alert, no matter the season. In the end, Western New York learned that even the most familiar winters can hold astonishing surprises, and that the forces of nature are never to be underestimated. As darkness settled over Western New York, an unexpected sound echoed through the night, thunder rumbling across the landscape. It was an unsettling, almost surreal noise for February, a month usually reserved for quiet snowfall and icy winds. Instead, the sky seemed alive, restless, and full of energy, hinting at something extraordinary about to unfold. Lightning split the darkness, illuminating bare trees and slick roads in stark, bluish-white bursts. Each flash revealed a world transformed, shadows leaping and vanishing in an instant, as if the night itself was breathing with the storm's pulse. This wasn't distant lightning. It was close, bright, and frequent, crackling overhead and turning the sky into a strobe of electric energy. The storm's intensity brought both awe and fear as each bolt seemed to strike just beyond the next rooftop. Then came the precipitation, a dangerous, relentless mix of freezing rain and hail. The air filled with the sharp sound of ice pellets, each one a tiny hammer against the earth. Freezing rain coated every surface in a slick, glassy layer of ice, while hail hammered down, rattling rooftops and cars with a force that felt almost personal. Streets, cars, and homes quickly became encased in shimmering, treacherous armor. The world outside became slippery and battered, a multi-pronged assault from the sky that left sidewalks hazardous and roads nearly impassable. The relentless pounding of hail and rain created a chaotic symphony. The sensory overload was intense, thunder booming, lightning flashing, and the sting of cold rain and hail pelting exposed skin. Every sense was heightened, every moment charged with adrenaline. For those caught outside, it was frightening, a battle against the elements. For those inside, it was mesmerizing, a rare spectacle, watched safely from behind glass, as nature unleashed its fury. The storm felt more like a wild summer tempest than a winter squall, its energy and violence out of place against the backdrop of snow and ice. It was a fierce, relentless downpour that defied all seasonal expectations, drenching the city in sheets of rain and hail that seemed to have no end. The storm's power was undeniable, leaving a lasting impression on all who witnessed it. In its wake, people emerged to survey the damage, awed by the force of nature they had just experienced. Nature had rewritten the script for a winter night, reminding everyone that even the most familiar seasons can still surprise us with their wild, unpredictable beauty. The National Weather Service was quick to act, issuing a rare severe thunderstorm warning for the region. This alert, especially unusual in winter, signaled a serious threat. The warning highlighted freezing rain, thunder, and the risk of ice accumulation. Residents were urged to stay indoors and away from windows, as falling branches and power outages were likely. The NWS's timely warnings gave people crucial time to prepare. Meteorologists translated complex atmospheric dynamics into clear, actionable advice. The warning confirmed that the uneasy feeling in the air was justified. Local officials and residents took the threat seriously. The NWS played a vital role in public safety that night. Their expertise helped minimize injuries and chaos as the storm hit. Angola, in southern Erie County, was hit hardest by the storm's fury. Footage showed chaos, torrential rain, gusty winds, and constant lightning. What stood out was the hail. Convective hail formed in powerful updrafts, not just winter sleet. Hail pelted roads, cars, and roofs with deafening force. The ground was blanketed with about an inch of hail, turning roads white and dangerously slick. Driving became nearly impossible, with a thick, slushy layer of hail over ice. Angola's experience highlighted how severe thunderstorms can create intense, localized impacts. The combination of rain, hail, and lightning made for a memorable, frightening night. Video and eyewitness reports captured the storm's exceptional power. Residents would not soon forget the storm's icy assault. The hail was the talk of the storm, especially its size. Local spotter Weather Buffalo reported unprecedented hail for a February thunderstorm in Angola. This wasn't sleet or graupel, but genuine large hail formed in violent updrafts. Such conditions are rare in winter as the atmosphere is usually too stable. The report confirmed this storm was historic for the season. About an inch of hail piled up, creating a dense, slushy, and perilous surface. Cars crushed the pellets, releasing water that refroze, making roads even more treacherous. The hail's accumulation made travel extremely dangerous. The event was physical proof of the storm's intensity. Photos and videos documented the exceptional nature of the weather. Meteorologists and residents alike were left astonished. Severe thunderstorms in February are almost unheard of in western New York. This event was a true anomaly, a statistical outlier in the region's climate. Normally, winter brings cold, stable air and snow, not thunderstorms, but a surge of warm, humid air above cold surface air created an elevated thunderstorm. Thunder, lightning, and hail formed thousands of feet above ground, even as it froze below. This setup is more typical of spring, not mid-February. The storm's rarity caught everyone by surprise, defying seasonal expectations. It raised questions about changing weather patterns and future anomalies. The event stands as a fascinating case study in meteorological extremes. The storm created a nightmare for anyone traveling. Freezing rain formed invisible black ice, turning roads and bridges into skating rinks. An inch of hail added a thick, slushy layer, like driving on icy marbles. Even vehicles with snow tires struggled for traction. Darkness made hazards even harder to spot, and lightning flashes could disorient drivers. Authorities urged everyone to stay off the roads. Those caught out were advised to slow down, leave extra space, and avoid sudden moves. Many were stranded waiting for conditions to improve. The storm was a stark reminder to heed weather warnings. Some conditions are simply too dangerous for travel, no matter your skill. As if the storm wasn't enough, dense fog developed after the main wave passed. The rain-soaked ground and moist air cooled, creating perfect fog conditions. Visibility dropped to a quarter-mile or less, sometimes near zero. Navigating icy, hail-covered roads became even more dangerous in the thick fog. Drivers could barely see obstacles until the last second. The fog compounded the night's hazards, making travel exceptionally risky. This sequence of events showed how one weather condition can trigger another. Even after the thunder stopped, the danger was far from over. The wild night of February 18, 2026 is a crucial reminder. Winter weather can be unpredictable and dangerous. When a blizzard strikes, it can turn a familiar neighborhood into a landscape of uncertainty in just minutes. The wind howls, snow piles up, and visibility drops, making even short trips risky. Always stay informed, pay close attention to forecasts and alerts from trusted sources. Local news, weather apps, and emergency broadcasts can provide life-saving information about changing conditions and potential hazards. Have a weather radio or app for real-time updates. These tools can alert you to sudden changes, like worsening snow or ice, so you can act quickly and stay safe. Prepare an emergency kit with essentials in case of power outages. Stock up on flashlights, batteries, water, non-perishable food, blankets, and any necessary medications. Being ready means you won't be caught off guard if the power goes out or you're stuck indoors for longer than expected. Keep your phone charged and stay in contact with family. Communication is key. Let loved ones know you're safe and check in regularly, especially if conditions worsen or you lose power. The most important rule: stay off the roads during severe weather. Driving in a blizzard is extremely dangerous, with icy surfaces and low visibility increasing the risk of accidents or getting stranded. If caught out, pull over safely and wait for conditions to improve. Keep your hazard lights on, stay warm, and avoid leaving your vehicle unless absolutely necessary. This storm taught us how quickly conditions can change and the importance of caution. What starts as light snow can become a full-blown blizzard in no time, so never underestimate winter's power. Respect extreme weather and make safe choices to protect yourself and loved ones. Staying indoors, following safety advice, and looking out for each other can make all the difference. When winter gets wild, preparation and vigilance are your best defense. By planning ahead and staying alert, you can weather any storm and keep your family safe until the skies clear once again.